Okay, Pops, we are back.
Yes, we are.
We got the computer in front of us for two reasons today.
I'm hard of seeing.
No, Kimberly Klein's on the other end, and she got a cat. So, like you guys were joking about before, we are going to tag this video, #cats,
Yes.
to see if it gets us a broader audience. Kimberly,
Yeah.
It's good to have you back.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be here.
And today we're going to be talking about kind of like 5 frequently asked questions, commonly asked questions. The questions, we do consultation calls. And by we, I mean Kimberly does consultation calls. Kimberly, maybe could you speak to just for a second?
I used to do
consultation calls. Like, what are these calls that we do with people for extended warranties, but they're really vehicle service contracts?
These consultation calls are, you're right, AKA extended warranties. They come into me, they ask me questions like, how is yours different from theirs? A lot of questions about, does this just tack on to the end of what I already have? So this is what I'm doing. I'm answering questions about vehicle service contracts, AKA extended warranties, all day, and I love it.
Yes, and just to... Oh, go ahead, Bob.
Well, I was going to say, it sounds to me almost like, you correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds to me like that consultation call is more of an educational benefit to the member than a lot of the things that we do, because it's just you are really schooling them on what these are.
Well, I mean, I would have used like educating them or empowering them.
No, we're
schooling them.
We're schooling them.
We're
sending them to the Harvard of
That's true.
of vehicle service contract, extended warranty, higher education. When you're done with Kimberly, you could almost have a BS degree.
A BS degree. You could definitely have a BS degree.
So why don't we jump into it? I mean, Kimberly,
Okay.
you do maybe like, I think we were talking about it the other day. I mean, you do like 25, 30 of these phone calls a week. And so if you like hanging out with us here on the YouTube videos, but you also are in the market to buy these types of products, and you don't want to get, kind of raked over at the deellership.
Yeah.
Right.
Contact us, become a member, do the whole 9 yards. But maybe let's start out with one of the questions that you brought up, Kimberly, and we'll role play for a second. Miss Kimberly.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Miss Kimberly.
Yeah.
So this service contract, this extended warranty starts when my 3-year, 36,000-mile Honda manufacturer warranty ends, right?
Well, Zach, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a little background and tell you how vehicle service contracts are built. I think this will be good. It's going to help you out. It'll be a nice jumping off point. So vehicle service contracts across the board, doesn't matter where you buy them, are built in such a way that the price is based on time and miles. So as your car ages and gets more miles on it, kind of like people, the price goes up. It becomes riskier. So whenever you're buying a brand new car, for example, a brand new Honda, you may have the option to get a 10-year, 150,000 mile vehicle service contract or extended warranty. But if you come back maybe at 36,000 miles whenever your bumper to bumper is run out, you probably aren't going to have that option anymore, and the price of what is available for you will have gone up because it became riskier. Does that help you out a little bit?
For the most part, but I do want to make it crystal clear that 3-year 36 that the manufacturer provides me with, if I did buy that 10-year 150, that's 10 years from when I signed the paper, right? So it's like you have this concurrent coverage.
You are going to have overlapping coverage. That is correct. Yes.
And when you have that overlapping coverage, that's why it's cheaper to buy it then, because they know that at least for the first 36,000 miles, they're not going to have any expenses to incur.
Right, and I always like to say that manufacturers are pretty smart. Don't think for a second that they gave you that 336 out of the goodness of their heart.
They didn't?
They did. I'm sorry, they didn't. They did so rather because of statistics.
Gotcha. and not to be confused, but oftentimes a lot of the things that they advertise as being standard features on a car, don't think for a moment that they did that out of the goodness of their heart either. They did it because the government mandated it.
We could do a whole separate video on government mandated standard features.
Yes, like seatbelts, like ABS.
Okay, so we've got, when does the actual extended warranty start? I know that's a big one that people bring up. We've got kind of how they're built based, like how's the pricing determined based off time or miles? Those are two of the big questions. I've got another one that I know I used to hear a lot, Kimberly, but what's one that comes to mind from you? I mean, I think just before we started filming, you were on a consult call with someone.
I was, and a question that I get every single day and almost every single call is, well, what's so different about your auto advocate's VSC versus the one that they're going to offer me at the dealership? That's a really big question, and here's what I have to say about that. Whenever you are at the dealership, a manufacturer dealership, I'm not talking about the little one down on the corner of the little lot, okay? You're at a manufacturer dealership. Generally speaking, not written in stone, when you are offered a vehicle service contract, they're basically all the same, meaning they are exclusionary. So everything is covered except for, and there'll be a section in the contract, just like ours. Ours is Section 8. Whenever you're purchasing a VSC, you want to make sure that those items are, for the most part, normal wear and tear items. Paint, interior, tires, wheels, maintenance, those kinds of things. There will be certain nuances in the roadside assistance package that comes with a VSC. Some will offer, I don't know, say $100 for towing, and some might offer $200 for towing. So there will be these slight nuances, but for the most part, a VSC should be and mimic the factory warranty that came with the car.
Gotcha.
So what's different about ours?
Cheaper.
So we have partnered with a dealership vehicle service contract company.
We are allowed now to say, we can't say,
Can we say that? Yeah.
We
partnered with
Voldemort. Harry Potter reference. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm muting myself.
You
Back
know
to
who.
You. Yeah. You know who. Yeah. We partnered with you know who. AUL. We partnered with AUL.
Oh, okay.
All right. Go,
we
Kimberly. I'm sorry.
partnered with a dealership vehicle service contract company. You're not going to get a flyer in the mail from AUL. They've been in dealerships across the country for 30 years. So here's what I like to explain. Whenever a lot of people have heard of Fidelity or Zurich or Mopar, but there's also vehicle service contracts in the dealerships that have been branded with the manufacturer name. Ford is one of them. GMC is one of them. I know Subaru is one of them. So they are vehicle service contracts that have generally the same coverage, meaning exclusionary, but they've been branded with the manufacturer name. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's basically the same as the AUL warranties, extended warranties that we offer.
Exactly. So AUL they are in dealerships, just like Zurich is in dealerships across America, just like Fidelity is in dealerships across America. It's just like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing that I'll mention is we interviewed, I think it was 6 different administrators before we decided to go with the AUL. So part of the value add. So yeah, we have a flat markup. So you can actually go and, James, kudos to you if you can put it up on the screen, but you can go to yourautoadvocate.com and you can self-quote as many service contracts as you want. Use that as leverage when you're at the dealership. And also, if you do want to buy it from us, buy it from us. We've also taken the contract and put it into little icons so you can actually make sense of the contract too. And that contract's right there. Anyway, we've done all that, but we decided to work with AUL because of that reputation, which is kind of crazy to think because all the service contract providers out there are a little Yeah, like the reviews are never good, but the result or like what we looked for was like how likely are they to actually pay for claims? How are they? We interviewed with service advisors and service writers too. Like how is it like interact with them? So you also get that peace of mind knowing that we vetted them. The other question that I know I used to get a lot, Kimberly, and I want your take on it and yours as well, Dad. And maybe we'll wrap with this one is. If I buy the service contract from you guys, or if I buy it from another dealership, and then I service my vehicle at another dealership, or if I have an issue 6 years from now, and then I go to, like, are they going to treat me differently? That's something that I get hit with, or used to get hit with pretty frequently. It's like, if I buy from you, will the dealership even still work with me? Can you maybe explain, like, A, I empathize with that, but like, B, can you explain why that's not really a thing?
It's not really a thing because they get paid no matter what. The work gets done.
Yeah, dealerships.
And they get paid.
Yeah, dealerships don't care where the money comes from. They just care that it comes.
And by that you mean the service department, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
that's correct.
If you bring the car in and there's an issue, and AUL is going to pay, and even though you didn't buy the extended warranty through that dealership, the dealer doesn't care. All the dealer cares about is that the bill's going to be $875, and that they're going to collect $875, and they don't give a damn where that $875 comes from.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So maybe to recap, we can say that yes, the vehicle service contract will run concurrently with your factory warranty because you're going to get it the cheapest. You're going to have the most options. You can go to any dealership that you want to go to, or ASC certified mechanic. As long as you're not in Bubba's backyard garage, you'll be fine.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to be there if they're not certified, is my point. And what was the other thing that we talked about? The one in the middle?
Yeah, let's see Dad's memory.
It's bad.
we talked about how these different products usually come either exclusionary or inclusionary coverage. Exclusionary is the phrase bumper to bumper that everyone hears, and a lot of the manufacturers, OEMs, use third parties like a Mopar, for example, with Chrysler.
Yes.
Mopar does. When you buy a Chrysler extended warranty, you're buying a Mopar warranty, but they have those relationships, and then that touched or like kind of segued into the fact that we work with AUL, which is a dealership-oriented contract provider, but we've like vetted them and all that fun stuff. It's all coming back to me.
Well, glad it's coming back to somebody. When you reach my age, none of this stuff will come back to you.
Testing our memories
Yes.
here. Short-term memory loss.
Yes.
Sometimes not my thing.
In the comments below, if you can let us know what other questions you have about these things, because there's also like other insurance products that we haven't really done deep dives on, like tire and wheel protection. We've done a video on gap insurance, which is really good, and Kimberly's got a lot of great information in that video. But there's other insurance products too. Let us know down below if you want us to address some of those, and also if you have specific questions about extended warranties, vehicle service contracts. Like one we need to do, guys, we really, really need to do.
Yes.
The distinction between mechanical breakdown insurance, vehicle service
MBI.
contracts, and extended warranties, because all three are different. And like, for example, we can't sell in California. We should, like, that's another question we actually get asked a lot.
All the time.
That's because California, in case you're still at this part of the video, the Dealers Association there lobbied that only car dealers that have a physical footprint and inventory can sell vehicle service contracts. No one's trying to monopolize that business there or anything.
Is that crazy or what?
So the workaround is you have to become. You have to be able to sell mechanical breakdown insurance, which is not a vehicle service contract, but it's close enough that you can kind of sell it similarly. But you have to pass these exams. See you in
Thanks for sharing.
See you in the next video.
I needed to hear all that.
Flaming fiery hoops that we have to jump through.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. I think we did pretty good on this.
It was like a 7 out of 10.
No, I'd say it was an 8.5.
Kimberly, what do you rate it?
You're always a low scorer.
I'm gonna give this one a 7 as well. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10.
Okay, well, I embellish. What can I say?
Thanks to your time, Kimberly. You know,
Thanks,
Mom used
Kimberly.
to say that you embellish too. Okay, we should get off now.
Oh, that was so rude. Yeah.
Oh my God.